My name is Belgica, and I'm going to be just talking about my general experience in LA, where to move, as far as what I know from a newbie to LA. And I moved here pretty blindly. I did a little bit of research, and I have friends who have moved to LA for acting. But in general, I thought it would be fun to just give you my perspective. I might be totally wrong about some of the stuff, so please help me out in the comments. But I had somebody email me recently with a bunch of questions because they are planning to move to LA as well. So I just wanted to give you my perspective and my honest experience, because there have been some ups and some downs, and I do sometimes feel like I moved in the absolute worst time because, well, right now there's not a lot to do in LA as far as acting or just anything, because we're all supposed to be staying home. I do have a 9-to-5 job that's an essential job, so thank goodness I'm still able to work and be able to pay my rent. But of course, after I'm doing videos to stay a little bit sane. First question was, where should I live to be close to auditions? As far as I have done research and as far as I have seen and experienced, Burbank would be a really good area. I know a lot of people live in Hollywood as well, and Los Feliz area. Prioritize being close to your 9-to-5 first, and then later you can move to closer to the auditions once the ball starts rolling. But if you don't have an agent, if you don't know, what's going to be happening, you don't have that many auditions, just be closer to your day job. Speaking of day jobs, how do you find a day job? And I was lucky enough that when I was in the Bay Area, I actually already was working with this company. And when I decided I'm moving to LA, because they liked me so much, and I am so grateful because I worked really, really hard. As soon as I asked them, they got me an interview. And then a couple of days later, I actually did the interview and they offered me the spot on the job because one of the directors was like, hey, I know her, I worked with her, hire her. I was lucky that I am really hardworking and that people just like working with me, which makes me so happy. But I was able to get a job like this because that company had another office in LA. Think about the day jobs that you have had in the past. Maybe if you studied something in particular in college that you can transfer, think about it and what other jobs you can have. So if you are, let's say, in real estate, banking, stuff like that, that is really easy to be able to transfer into different kinds of companies and jobs. So let's say, like I said, you're in real estate. Well, there are a lot of real estate companies here, and see what you can do that would be flexible. Maybe you can be an assistant for somebody, or maybe a property management company. That's another great one. Because when I was searching for apartments, now that I think about it, a lot of people seem like they maybe were actors, younger people, and it seemed very flexible because I did see a couple of people that were showing a lot of different places. One of the times when I went to see an apartment, that same person was like, oh, hey, I'm actually doing another showing over there in 30 minutes. You want to meet me over there and I can show you that one too. And it seemed like their schedule would be really flexible because it depends on the appointments that you have set up. So maybe you can say like, oh, hey, I'm not going to be available that Thursday, hire somebody else, because it wasn't like they were in a suit and you met them at an office. You just met them at the apartment. So definitely looking into different property management companies where you could be a part-time or a not so regular. Of course, there's all of the classic day jobs, night jobs like bartending, being a waiter, that kind of stuff that you can dispose of if you really, really need to. Definitely don't think you should burn any bridges because, hello, you have to be able to pay bills unless you come for money. But yeah, it's not chill to leave them without like a 2-week warning. I am truly honest with people. Whenever I am auditioning or interviewing for a job, I let them know what I'm doing. I let them know that I'm an actress, that I make YouTube videos for fun, that I have auditions that I want to go to eventually. I let that be known. So in general, for jobs, think outside the box, but also think about the experience you have, what you enjoy doing, and what you want to be doing. This next question kind of hit me in the feels, and it is, what's the biggest obstacle I faced so far? It is definitely just being alone. And I do have some friends and I have great coworkers and people that I like here in the LA area, but I don't have anybody that I love. I don't have any best friends here. My boyfriend's not here, my family's not here. So just not having a real support system built up yet is definitely the biggest struggle I felt. Loneliness, a feeling of like, oh my God, what did I do? Why did I do this? Why did I move here? Doubting myself for sure. I definitely was depressed for a while, and the way that I was able to get through it, and I'm not 100%, you know, so confident now and happy and have a support system, but it's definitely something that I'm working on, realizing that I need to reach out. It's okay for your friends to not check in on you, because I do feel kind of selfish sometimes when I think like, oh, I always have to text my friends. They never check in on me, even though they know that I moved to a new city. Like, that's not their job. I'm a grown woman, and it's not anybody's job to check in on me, not even like my mom, family, nobody's job to check in on me. So I've had to learn to really take care of myself and really just appreciate being alone and hanging out with myself and talking to myself to a phone, which makes me sound kind of crazy right now, but it's fun. I like filming videos. I think that's part of what's gotten me out of my depressive mode and my self-doubt and all of that, is that I've just done stuff that I want to do because I like it. And everything else, I did not think that was going to be my biggest struggle. I always thought like, oh, I'm so strong and I don't need anybody to, you know, be happy. And that's not right. At least for me, it's not right, because I do love my people so much. I love my boyfriend. I love my family. I love my friends. And I, of course, miss them. And it's okay sometimes to fuck up or feel like you're up. Figuring out why I did this, and I really do believe that everything happens for a reason, and if it's not a good reason, then that's not the reason. You better wait and figure out what it is. Keep going, and it's going to be okay. And if you do decide that you want to do something else, then do it, because who friggin' cares? Not a lot of people tell you that it's okay to fail. Everybody tells you that you have to succeed, that you have to be the best, you have to be perfect. Yeah, it's okay to fuck up, you guys. Who cares? Also, don't just give up on yourself, and don't be lazy and not do something because you're scared or because you're lazy. Like, go do it, go try it out. Nothing is permanent. I'm renting an apartment. I'm in a lease, but like, I can get out of it if I really wanted to. Just go and try something. And also, if something feels really hard and like you're not going to be able to make it through it, you probably are. Just give yourself some time. That's something that I've realized, is just giving myself some time. There were a lot of days where I just felt like I just wanted to give up, like I wasn't strong enough. And over time, allowing myself to do things that I like and to do things for myself, I've really gotten so much better, and I'm so proud of myself. And then the last question I got in this particular email was, what is your work-life balance between your day job and your craft, your acting? Being that I feel like I moved in a pretty bad time because of a bunch of holidays and then now the shelter in place, mostly it's my 9 to 5, and then when I come home from work, I'll relax a little bit, maybe do some kind of exercise, and then figure out what I can do in order to feel like I'm doing something productive for acting. So I made another video about different things that I'm doing during this time, but it's similar to what I would do normally. When I used to live with other people, I would come home from work, eat some dinner, hang out with the people, and then maybe take some time to myself to go and film a self-tape audition or film a YouTube video about acting or read some plays or whatever it was for myself. Now that I just have time with myself, for myself, I tend to just do research on different acting things, different agents in the LA area. I definitely take time after work every night to dedicate at least a little bit of time to something that's acting related. And honestly, making YouTube videos like this is really beneficial for me, because I have had companies that have given me free things to collab with, to make videos about, or just, you know, different opportunities. So having a YouTube channel and having people know me and know my personality is really beneficial for acting, because I have gotten cast and gotten reached out to because of my YouTube videos. So even making a video after work feels to me very productive for my acting career, for my craft. So in short, weekends and nights, I try to do as much acting as I can. If I have an audition or a gig, of course, I will try and coordinate with my 9 to 5. But again, back to being honest with your employer when you're looking for a day job, being honest with them that you're an actor, so that when the opportunity comes that you really do need a little bit of that work-life balance, work-craft balance, that you can say, hey, I have an audition. I promise I won't have another one for the rest of the week, or I won't accept one for the rest of the week or the rest of the month. Letting people know that I'm an actress and that I will eventually sometimes need to take a little bit of time off is really important for me. And then taking time every day after my 9 to 5, after work, to do something that I feel that is going to improve myself. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. I haven't been here for very long, and the time that I have been here, I don't know if it's been the most productive, but I've definitely learned some stuff, and I'm going to be learning some more stuff. And at the end of every video, I do feature another channel. This is today's feature. If you want to be featured on my next video, please leave me a comment about what your channel is about, like this video, and subscribe.